Hi everybody, welcome back to Small Caliber Arms Review. I'm Richard, and today we're going to be taking a look at a good choice for a plinking rifle. This is the $99 Savage Model 62F. It's a direct blowback, semi-auto 22 caliber long rifle. It's a good option. It's got a polymer stock on it. It's got a pretty unique design on the receiver and the way everything, the action functions in here. And we're going to get this thing out on the range, give it a few tries and see how it does. All right, here we are on the range with the Savage Model 62F. I'm going to shoot a few different kinds of ammo. I got some CCI mini mags, I got some CCI standard velocity, I got some American Eagles, some Winchesters, and a little bit of leftover Remington subsonic. Right now I've got the mini mags loaded up in here. I've got 10 rounds. We're going to take 10 shots at the 100-yard steel target up there. Get a feel for the reliability of it, see if we have any issues with the ammo. I'll do 10 of each, and then we'll do a little bit of accuracy tests. I've got the 50-foot rifle target set up over there, and we'll give it a try. All right, that was 10 rounds of CCI mini mag. Didn't have any problems there. Let's go ahead and take this magazine out, and we will load it up with some of the standard velocities. Pretty easy magazine to load. Now they're kind of a cast, or probably a die cast aluminum or some kind of pot metal, so they're a pretty sturdy magazine. They're not really the stamped steel ones, but they load in just like any other one. Now you don't have the piece that you can pull down on there, but there's a little groove for the rim. Just put it right in the back there, push it down, keep loading it up. 10 rounds in the magazine, and we'll try these standard velocities out and see how they do. All right, no issues with the standard velocity. Let's go ahead and throw some of these, let's put some of the subsonics in there. I'll put 10 rounds of that in there and see how that does. Now, even though it's a 22, and these are subsonic, which they're going to be a little bit quieter, you should still wear hearing protection with any firearm, because hearing damage is cumulative. So a little bit here, a little bit there, it all adds up and can damage your hearing. You don't want to do that. You want to be able to enjoy this for years to come and enjoy the things that you really need the hearing for. You don't need it much for firearm stuff, but it sure is nice to talk to people and be able to hear them. All right, now since this is a direct blowback system in here, with the subsonics, they're going to be a little bit lower velocity, which means they're going to be a little bit quieter, and this may lead to a little bit of cycling issues, but hey, we're going to find out. Well, they handled the subsonics just fine. The only thing I got left is the Winchesters and some American Eagles. We'll go ahead and load 10 rounds of that up and see how it does. Didn't have any problems with those either. All right, the only thing I got left is the American Eagles. 10 rounds of that. Then we'll move on to some accuracy testing. Didn't have any problems with, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50 rounds right through it. right out of the box. I didn't do anything to it other than load the magazine, put it in there, and pull the trigger. Now we're gonna throw some of the, let's throw some of the mini mags in there and we'll do a little accuracy testing on it. All right, 50 feet away. I've got the target up there. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, this is my excuse making time. The front post on this is about as big as the circles are on that target. So I can't really see them that well. I can see the big black dots, but we're just gonna shoot for the center one, see how it goes. All right, we'll do 5 shots on there and see it. Check it out. All right, that wasn't really a fair assessment of the accuracy of this rifle. I mean, I'm shooting offhand, and I'm not the best shot in the world, but I'm gonna stabilize it a little bit, see if I can do a little bit better. Again, we're gonna do the middle bottom target on this thing, and I got 5 more rounds in here. We'll go ahead and plink them out there and see how it does. All right, stabilize it a little bit here on this stand and we'll go up there and take a peek at that and see how it did. Okay, here's my second 5 rounds at this target up here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A little better grouping there. I was shooting leaned up against that little 2x2 over there. Those were the CCI mini mags. We're gonna go ahead and throw some CCI standard velocity in there. Maybe we'll shoot for the upper left-hand target and see how that does. All right, that's the target I was aiming for right there. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still a little high is where it's shooting at. But it's not a bad grouping if you're gonna be shooting at pop cans or soup cans or whatever. Like I said, it's a plinking rifle. And for $100, I don't think that's too bad. All right, I've got the other 5 rounds of CCI standard velocity in here. We're gonna go for the upper right-hand target. This time I'm gonna do it from 10 yards away and I'm gonna put it on the bags there and see how that does. All right, there's 5 rounds, 10 yards, upper right-hand target. Let's go take a peek at it. Okay, now on sandbags, with this thing just pretty much immobilized, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got all of them right there. I'll give you a close-up of it. All of them right there in that little target. That's not shabby at all for a $100 rifle. It's a great plinker. If you can get it stabilized and you're good and accurate and everything, hey, it does a great job. All right, I had 7 rounds of the 22 subsonic in there. We're gonna shoot the target right hand, second one down, and see how we do on that one. I'm gonna put all 7 of them in that same one, hopefully. Okay, believe it or not, there's 7 holes right there in that little tiny spot. Had 7 rounds of the Remington subsonics. I put those in there. I mean, the only thing I can really say about this rifle is it shoots great. And for $100, you cannot beat this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and blast through a bunch more rounds. I think I've fired about 80 rounds so far and haven't had any issues with it. I'm gonna go ahead and plink away at the steel target up there and you know, maybe another 100 rounds or so and see if I can't get it to fail. If not, hey, that's a plus, but let's go back to it. So far, so good. Tell you what, this thing seems pretty flawless to me. We'll go ahead and plink a few more times. So far, this is my last 10 rounds of the 22 CCI standard velocity. And like I say, I've shot about 70 rounds of some other stuff through there, and I haven't had one issue with it yet. Let's try these offhand, see how I can do. Really, for a $99 rifle, that's a great shooter. All right, everybody, thanks for taking a look at the Savage Model 62F with me. This is a good choice for a plinking rifle, and not too bad on accuracy if you remove the human element from it. Good shooter. I haven't had any issues with it. I've run well over 100 rounds through this thing today. I run just 100 rounds of the CCI standard velocity, 20 of one, some whatever I had left of some other ones. It's a good plinker. There are a few accessories available for this gun, not quite as many as there are for the Ruger 1022. This gun has been around for a long time, and although I'm a fan of rifles that don't need tools, or any firearm that doesn't need tools to disassemble it, unfortunately this is not one of those. This one you have to have tools to do just about anything there is to do to it. You can pull your bolt back, lock it back. There's a little recess right there where you push the charging handle in a little bit, and it holds the bolt open. You can get a bore snake in there as long as you put it in through this way and try to pull it out the end there, which is the way you should clean them anyways. But this is a great choice for a plinker, and like I said, it is cheap enough. And with 22 ammo really making a resurgence out there, the price has really come down. I did see 50 round boxes yesterday for like $2.47. And you can really get out there and have some fun with this thing, and not cost you a whole lot of money for either the equipment or the ammunition. I did put a sling on this one just so I could carry it out here. It makes it a little easier. If you want to take this out and do a little rabbit hunt, maybe some squirrel hunting with it, that's a good choice for it too. It seems to be plenty accurate if you're after some small game. And like I said, it's just a great shooter. Now, if you would, I'm going to do a second part on this one where I'll do the disassembly and cleaning of it, because it's a little more involved than I want to show in this video. But anyways, if you can, please hit the subscribe button up there if you haven't already. Hit this button over here to check out some of my other videos. And thanks for watching Small Caliber Arms Review.